Welcome to the Virtual Case Manager. Our mission is to provide an affordable software solution that helps nonprofit agencies better understand their community needs through the process of collecting, tracking, and measuring client activities and using the results to collaborate with other agencies to help better serve their clients within their community. Are you looking for a solution to help you track your daily activities, or cut back on paperwork, or maybe reduce the time you're spending on reporting, or a solution to free up some valuable time so you can spend it in other parts of your agency? Well, the Virtual Case Manager can be your solution. Let's start by taking a look at the Virtual Case Manager software. The Virtual Case Manager software developments began back in 2004. A food bank in Fairfield, Ohio, Shared Harvest Food Bank, wanted a way to track their holiday basket program. The purpose was to understand the true effect the holiday basket program was having on their community. After the initial results were reported, other agencies contacted Integrated Network Systems. Such agencies as Butler County Children's Services, Lifespan, Self, and several of the area food pantries. The United Way at Butler County, Ohio, they got involved, and they encouraged the collaboration among agencies. At this point, the Virtual Case Manager was born. Approximately 22 months ago, the decision was made to roll the Virtual Case Manager out to a larger area. At that time, we were serving one county in the state of Ohio, and that was Butler County. Today, the Virtual Case Manager is serving over 50 other counties in Ohio and working with agencies in 13 other states. As you can see, the Virtual Case Manager is becoming a solution for agencies across the country. That brings us to the question, what is the Virtual Case Manager? The Virtual Case Manager is an integrated web-based software and operates in the cloud environment. An internet connection is required. The user interface was designed to be easy to understand and use for staff members and volunteers. Several executive directors have commented on how easy the Virtual Case Manager is to train. Let's take a look at the Virtual Case Manager. The Virtual Case Manager has three products that make up the Virtual Case Manager suite. The three products are VCM Core, which is the #1 module used by agencies across the country, the VCM Contract Services module, which allows for light case management, and the VCM Volunteer module, which allows you to manage both your individual and group volunteers. Now, we're going to look at the VCM Core a little bit more in depth. The VCM Core module allows you to collect, track, measure, report, and collaborate with other agencies. The collection function of the Virtual Case Manager allows you to collect information and store it on both the individual and family member. It will also allow you to record and collect case notes for an individual or family. If a client is at your agency and notes were taken, it will allow you to review those notes at a later date. The Virtual Case Manager also allows you to upload clients' information. You can upload things such as driver's license, birth certificate, or other forms of identification. This really helps the agency and the client. On the client's next visit, you will already have a copy of these items. It also allows you to upload documents and attachments. If a client has filled out a form that is required by you, you can take a digital photo or scan that form and then upload the document or attachment to the client's file. That file will be available for your review at a future date. If your agency requires signatures on different forms, the Virtual Case Manager gives you the capability to have your forms digitally signed. Job and Family Services has approved the Virtual Case Manager for digital signatures for their federal and state funded food programs. For example, the eligibility take-home food form can be digitally signed and saved within the client's file. Job and Family Services accepts that digital signature. Let's look at a couple more points. The VCM Core allows you to have a single point intake station. This will make processing clients much easier and more organized. It reduces client duplication and it speeds up client processing. Now, let's look at the VCM Core tracking function. The VCM Core has the ability to track services provided to an individual or family member. This function allows you to see where the client has last been served, what service they received, and the date that they received it. Not only is this a great tracking tool, but it's a great tool to use for collaborating with other agencies. It can give you a good overview of what's going on within your community. The VCM Core also tracks waiting lists and unfulfilled service needs. This gives your agency the ability to see what services are being provided, what services are being fulfilled, what services could be filled better, or what possible services could we add in the future. Now, let's take a look at the measuring function within the VCM Core. The VCM Core offers many different measurements within the system. I'm only going to mention a few today, but there are several other options that the VCM Core offers. Here are a few measurements that you can get from the VCM Core. You can measure client demographics, changes in family dynamics, community-wide service needs. You can measure unfulfilled service needs. frequency rate of provided services, and you can measure the service demand put on an agency and a community. Again, these are only a few, and you can see that you have several different options. Now we're going to look at the reporting function of the VCM core. The reporting function has become the most popular function used by agencies across the country. The reason that the reporting function is popular is because of the real-time reporting it provides. Have you ever been asked for a report right away? They needed it yesterday? Well, the nice thing about the VCM core is it gives you real-time reporting. Along with the real-time reporting, the VCM core reporting function can report in several different areas. It can report on number of individuals served, number of family members served. This can be a non-duplicated account. Reports on demographic breakdown served, such as age, race, ethnicity, gender. They can report on changes in family dynamics. It will report on the number of services provided. It can report on the frequency of services provided. The reporting function can also put together maps to show you the concentrations of people served in your community. This will allow you to see how much crossover you have among providers within your community. The VCM core will also help generate reports for funders, state and federal agencies, United Way. It also enables the agency to forecast future needs. As you can see, you have several options when you use the VCM core reporting function. Now we're going to look at the VCM core collaboration function. The collaboration function was developed and implemented into the VCM core at a later date. The United Way of Butler County, Ohio, brought some agencies together and talked about what the benefits would be to be able to collaborate amongst each other. The United Way and the agencies all felt that there was real value in seeing and being able to communicate between each other to really help serve the community better as a whole. At this point, the collaboration piece was put into the VCM. The collaboration function provides agencies with a direct agency referrals and notification system. It also provides them an online directory of service providers, which in turn gives them a community-wide referral system. It has internal message center for security purposes, and it has secured group collaboration and group reporting. Have you ever had a client sitting in front of you that needed a service that you weren't able to provide? Well, the referrals and notification function of the VCM core allows you to help that client. It allows an agency to reach out to the community and find a service provider for the client. It will also allow you to send notification to the agency that's going to provide the service. Let's take a quick look on how the collaboration function works. Because you work online with the Virtual Case Manager software, you'll be able to generate a list of service providers within your community. There's two groups in that list. You have a group of agencies that are part of the VCM network, and you'll have a group of agencies that are not part of the VCM network. If the agency is part of the VCM network, they will be able to receive notification about a referral, they'll be able to accept the referral, or they'll be able to put your client on a waiting list. And in return, they'll be able to notify you of what action steps they've taken. If the agency is not part of the VCM network, you'll be able to print directions to the agency that are providing the services and instructions for the client in case they need to bring anything with them. The only thing difference is the agency that is not part of the VCM group will not be able to notify you of future action steps. You can see how the collaboration function can help better serve your client and serve your community. One of the driving forces behind the collaboration function within the VCM is the website connectyou.org. The website connectyou.org is funded by Integrated Network System, and it was developed to help connect people and agencies within a community. It's free to all service providers and is a great tool for clients to use when they're in need of a service. Let's take a quick look on how the website connectyou.org works. A client with a need would need to have internet connection. They could go to the public library or an agency with a computer lab. They would go to the connectyou.org website and follow the 3 easy steps. Once they list their need, the website will provide them a list of service providers within their area. It will also provide them directions, any contact information, and any requirements the agency requests. If English is not the client's primary language, the connectyou.org website provides 65 languages to choose from. So please remember, this is a free website, it's free for all service providers to sign up for, and it's free for people in need. It's a great tool for your community. Security. This is a topic that always comes up. It's important for an agency to know that the information that they're putting into the Virtual Case Manager is secure. That's why the development team put security in from the beginning as they built the Virtual Case Manager from the ground up. There's 3 areas to secure: the agency, staff members and volunteers, and the services that you provide. There's 3 levels of security: private, which makes it private to just your agency; group, which allows you to share with a group of agencies that you've agreed to collaborate with; and public, which is any agency within the Virtual Case Manager environment. A best practice for agencies is to sit down with your staff member and volunteers that are going to be using the virtual case management software. This way you can sit down and plan out how you want to set your security levels. Here's an example of how an agency might set their security levels. They would set their agency up as public. That way other agencies in their area can see what they're doing. If they have a service that needs to remain private, they would give that service a security setting of private. That way that service will always remain private within your agency. No other agency in the VCM group can see that that service was provided. On the other hand, if you have a service that you provide that you want to share with a group of providers in your community, you would set that as public. That way the other VCM group members would be able to see that you provided the service. Every agency will assign a system administrator for the virtual case manager software. The system administrator will be the one who controls your security settings. They will also make sure that all users have a username and password. That is a requirement within the virtual case management software. Now, let's take a look at the VCM proof fields that run the virtual case management software. The signature pad. The signature pad allows the client to sign the pad, which then captures their signature for any document or form that is required by your agency. The signature then is stored in the client's file. The barcode scanner. The barcode scanner can scan the VCM ID card, or it can scan quick services. The web camera. The web camera allows you to take a photo of the client and store it in their file. It also will allow you to take photos of their driver's license or their birth certificate or any other documentation that you would want attached to their file. And the VCM card. The VCM card system allows for a quick intake for clients, reduces duplications, and it's an easy way for volunteers to check in clients. So let's summarize the virtual case manager. How does the client benefit? Well, it reduces wait time for services. It's hassle-free for client intake. It reduces the number of times a client is asked for information. And our system gives free access to the directory of social service providers within their community. And how does the agency benefit? Well, the virtual case manager provides a single point client intake, record keeping, and service tracking. It reduces intake time and duplication, makes it easier for volunteers, streamlines client processing, provides real-time reporting, provides a great tool to collaborate with other agencies and give a great view of the community and what's happening within the community, and it provides geographical snapshots of the services provided within your community. The team at Integrated Network Systems would like to thank you for taking your time to view the Virtual Case Manager presentation. If you have any further questions, please feel free to contact us at area code 513-259-8020 or visit us at the website virtualcasemanager.com. Thank you.